Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I am here to give you guys a reading today. So please make sure that you are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being responsible, being in control of yourself, and responsible for your and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes gatekeeping, shadow banning, and the copywriting of my content and plagiarism. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit, so do not steal messages from them. Okay, now I'm going to do the prayer. So I pray that the Most High God can be with us now. I pray that the Holy Spirit be with us now. I would like to call upon the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, the ancestors, the spirit guides, and all of our team of light and resonance to come be with us now. I would like to ask that they would please block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, as I call upon your personal grace, Most High, I would like to ask that you continue to give me the full armor of God for protection and safety during my life's work and mission here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and blessing this platform and my other platform and creating miracles and removing evil eye and protecting from it. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence, and I meditate upon your divine will, and I'm open to any messages that you have for the collective at this time. Okay, everybody, I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are. So, okay. So today's message, wow, judgment right on the bottom. I think I might even pull that card. Today's message is about somebody that was deported, okay, because they were committing crimes against the collective. What type of crimes were they committing? First of all, witchcraft crimes. Secondly, physical crimes. I'm getting everything from identity fraud to identity theft. They were also obviously using black magic, but they were working for some type of company like Google, YouTube, something like that, TikTok, something like that, like some type of app. And they were demonetizing by like literally taking people out of the algorithm. So this person was definitely using whatever credentials, whatever login, whatever power that they had, they were abusing it to attack my collective and to stalk them online. And so the feds were onto this person. They're in the tower. They're onto this person. I feel like this is a female energy and a male energy. So I'm getting two different people. Of course, I feel like the masculine energy is still here in the United States because they're not an immigrant, but the female energy has been removed from the United States and sent back to their originating country where they come from. Okay. This person believed that they were going to basically, that they had the authority to basically mess with people who are already citizens of the United States of America. And this is somebody who is not a citizen in any type of way. They never, while they were here, they were very foolish. They never did anything to become a U.S. citizen at all. Okay, so they didn't. This person messes with a lot of different people. They've been, reported to the police for bullying. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Fashionista. Welcome in, Kimmy and Shaman Maria. So this person has been reported, they were reported to a couple of different organizations. And so that's why, they've been removed. Like they were straight up sent back to their country by the police. They were removed because they were being really foolish. Again, any immigrant that comes here and starts committing crimes is a fucking idiot. Okay. That's basically begging the government to send you back. You know what I mean? It's one thing to come here and do the right thing and to like apply for citizenship or start even it would have even looked better if this person had attempted to like go through the thing. Um, you know, but they didn't even care enough. And this is why it's dangerous to have illegal immigrants. It's because they have no loyalty to this country or to the people of this country. So they're going to do whatever. And a lot of people that are citizens of other countries, they don't even give a fuck about their own country. They basically keep. So if you send me a $20 super chat with your question, I will address it. But I'm doing a collective reading right now. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to be looking into any demonic shit that's going on in your house without being paid for that. And anytime it's a question, it's a $20 super chat. So this person basically had the audacity to come here to assault. And I want to say assault because I feel like how they ended up getting deported was they got in some type of altercation with somebody. And ICE came and got them from wherever they were working at. I also feel like this person was told many times to like leave the American citizens alone, stop committing crimes, and they were even reprimanded at work. I do feel like this person was fired or let go, however you want to say it. I don't know what they do nowadays, but they were working through some type of Google or some type of third party to basically tear other people who were already citizens down. And this person's just extremely jealous. I'm going to cut the deck. They're extremely jealous and envious. And this is where it gets real dangerous when you have a bunch of illegal immigrants that have no loyalty to this country. They have no intention of ever becoming a citizen, and they have no intention of ever doing the right thing. That means they're basically in alliance with whatever country they come from, which is fine. People can have their culture, but I think if you want to live in the United States, you should do the proper things. You should actually you should do the proper steps, like applying for, to become a citizen and doing the proper steps that everyone else does so that you can actually be legit and legal. Okay. So I do feel like this person is stupid. The Hermit. See, one reason why you guys have been so safe from this situation. I mean, yes, this person was messing with you online, but you guys don't fraternize with other people. Not like that. You may have a couple of friends or a couple of people you talk to, but you do not go out and party. This Hermit energy, this could also be you having Virgo in your chart. It would be interesting to see where your ascending Virgo sign is in your birth chart, because I feel like you going into hermit mode and going within and finding the hermit is somebody that can go within and find the answers to questions, just like the high priestess, only the hermit is somebody that will actually help guide you. And so, yeah, this is also talking about following your heart and not the crowd. And then we have a collaboration. So that's an interesting energy. Thank you so much, Fashionista. This is an interesting energy when we see these two cards next to one another, because this is showing me that you withdrew from like a community or a collaboration. And it could have been, around COVID that you did this where you took your energy out of the community. But I do feel like this person was trying to sacrifice you. Well, I'm picking up that a lot of this is over some man. There's a Piscean energy here. A lot of this is over some man that you don't want to be with, or you could be this man, if you're not a feminine. But I'm picking up that this is a feminine energy that's tried to stop your 9 of Cups, your wishes from being fulfilled, and it's a no. Like literally. They were wishing that you would be sacrificed, and that them taking you out of the algorithm would keep people from not knowing who you are, and that's not working. Wow. It's not working. You're going to receive some type of message from Archangel Gabriel that this person's recent attack on you, and again, they want you isolated so that you'll never come into union with this masculine energy. I'm picking up like an emperor energy. This person does not want you coming into contact with this person. I feel like you got some Kill Bill energy here. And I feel like this masculine energy that put this immigrant up to doing this dumb shit is like a Bill energy for you. So it's like an enemy. So this good news that comes in could be that you are going to get your wishes fulfilled. You're not going to be sacrificed. Okay. It also could be about being accepted into a program or accepted into something. I feel like this immigrant is going through the court systems to try to come back to the United States. And the FBI, the CIA, whatever institution she has complained about you to, has been watching her and knows what she intends to do. The second she gets back here, she's going to start attacking y'all again. And so this is why she cannot come back to America. She needs to stay in this shithole country that she's in. And I'm not trying to be rude, but she had no intention of becoming a citizen. She used her authority at work to attack another person all over a man that somebody else doesn't even fucking want. You're joking, right? So this woman, yeah, she's like trying to use spiritual methods to get the immigration people to like allow her back in. And it's a no. Like, it's a no. She's going to be told no. And when she gets told no, she's going to go do a bunch of witchcraft. Like, this woman could literally be getting told no on Monday. She was removed from whatever setting that she was in. If there needs to be some type of hospital therapy where you can send people who have messed their brain up by doing black magic too, like where they go through some type of process and do spiritual healing. I don't know. There needs to be something for that, because black magic is just as bad as methamphetamines for people's systems. And if this woman was projecting any demons to haunt you, they are going to be returning back to this woman. I feel like this person was a hidden enemy and you didn't know that you had this person that doesn't even speak your language at all attacking you. Like Six of Swords, like I said, she could be she's being told in the courts, this is losing a court case. That's what this card means. She's going to be getting this news that she's losing this court case. She's not going to be able to come back to the United States. She may end up trying to like illegally come here on a boat or something. She does that, she's not going to make it. The water spirits that protect you are going to take this person's life with some type of catastrophe. So they better not try it. God is like literally telling this person no through like every type of messaging system that's possible, that this person needs to stay in their own country and get their shit together. And then maybe if they change their ways and repent, but I'm getting that no. God doesn't want this person ever around you again, or ever in a place of power where they could mess with you, your platform, your work, what you do on the internet, who you connect with, all of that stuff, trying to take you out of the algorithm so people can't find you, trying to do just a whole bunch of weird shit, stalking you online and going on the dark web. Oh, Yve. This person feels extremely drained from the aftermath of these problems. Like they feel like something, like somebody did something to them. They don't realize that this was God. Somebody did do something to them. It was God that kicked this person out. They were trying to have you isolated so nobody would see you. And now they're like super afraid that you're going to meet up with some emperor. They're in the tower. This message to them, because they don't even have like a legitimate place to stay in the country that they come from. So they're like basically in a bad shape, bad space. This tower energy is a big no. She's going to experience every aspect of her life being open to this tower that's coming. This tower energy is not going to allow this woman to come anywhere near you or a computer login or any of that shit ever again. And maybe this person doesn't really have computer in the place that they're in, but I feel like this person basically with the lawsuit going into the tower, that's not looking good for them. It's really not looking good for them. Queen of Wands energy. This person felt like they had pretty privilege because they were attractive or something like that. That's what they think or what they feel. So they're going to be extremely upset that this Tower energy is, for them. I mean, they're going to be massively upset, and they're going to do a bunch of witchcraft. So God has already dispatched Archangel Michael in this situation. And so this woman doesn't realize that she's not coming up against you. She's coming up against God, and she's coming up against Archangel Michael. Judgment. No joke. This woman is up under judgment. And it's not good judgment. It's not like, oh, we'll look at your case and see if it goes through. This is like judgment, like, no, every person that you hurt and harmed, and everyone you did witchcraft on behind the scenes, and everyone that you were messing with online and bullying people to the point where they want to unalive themselves, that's not the type of person we want in our country. We need to be a little bit more selective, like what Canada does. We need to be a little bit more selective of who and what we're accepting into the country. Okay. We don't need people that do witchcraft. We don't need people that lie. We don't need people that manipulate, and we don't need people that abuse their power. Okay. To hurt and harm people who are actually citizens. And we definitely don't need useless people here that are just going to consume all of the money that should be used to take care of actual citizens and people who have gone through the process and are loyal to America. This person has no loyalty to anything. That's why they're going to be judged really harshly. There's going to be a King of Swords that's a judge that's literally going to judge this person, and they're going to say no. You can't come back. Even if you go through the legal means of trying to become a citizen, you can't come back. And this masculine energy that was working with her is going to drop this person the moment that he hears the outcome of this situation. This man was never going to marry this woman to make her a citizen or anything like that. Like, he's straight up a crook. So yeah, I also feel like this King of Swords has high moral standards. This woman thinks she's going to just bat her eyes and do a glamour spell and do some witchcraft on the court systems, and she'll be let right back in. These people are extremely ignorant. They don't understand that they need to stop, and that the fact that none of this is going to work is because God itself has gotten involved. This woman will not be getting her wishes granted because of what she's done to other people. I'm not kidding. This man's going to 8 of Cups this woman. And this King of Swords is going to tell this person to walk away from even trying to come back to this country. I do feel like this King of Swords could be a federal agent or a judge. But yeah, it's going to be a hell no. I don't care what this person, how they snitched. I don't care what their shit is. I don't care what information they have. It's not useful to the government or to any of these agencies that this person contacted. So if they didn't want to get a backfire, they shouldn't have done this. Literally. They're in the 5 of Pentacles being casted out. They don't have a place to live, or it's not a stable place. And this has to do with because this person's childhood. This person could have been here since they were a child, but still have been an illegal immigrant. And if this person had children, they had to take those children back with them. And now they're in a bad situation. So, it's actually this person's destiny to go back and live in the country that they originate from. So the fact that they were here in the United States in the first place was some form of destiny swipe. So they should not have even been here. They feel like they're getting breadcrumb now. They have no idea what is about to come. They have no idea that if this person tries to come across the border illegally, they're going straight to jail. Straight to jail. I mean, they may be imprisoned. This person is a criminal. They may be imprisoned for this identity theft and all that if they come across the border, they may be thrown in prison, and then they may be extradited or sent back to whatever country they come from again. Like if they try to come back here, it's going to end real bad. This person's magic has backfired. They have no favor. They have no protection. And they decided to make you the main target. And so this is why this person is going to lose this court case and be restricted. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's putting this person at definitely a crossroads in life, but they're not going to be able to attack you any longer. The ridiculousness of it. And this person may be planning to go to the crossroads to make some type of offering. Again, you are not to be sacrificed. I don't know how many times that needs to be told. They're just extremely dissatisfied with the Four of Cups. They're extremely dissatisfied with their focus on material possessions and focusing on, well, I don't know how this person became obsessed with you, but I feel like they watch you online, or they interact with you online, or they know somebody that you used to interact with. But they're extremely self-centered, self-absorbed, selfish. This person comes and abuses their power. They work for the devil, point blank, period. This person works for the darkness while you work for the light with the sun energy. You have an Ace of Pentacles here that is insured to grow with the sun energy. That's your energy. This Ace of Pentacles, which means a new beginning, a good time for diet and exercise. It's a good time for making money. This person was using the devil energy, trying to get you in prison, trying to do all this shit over a man you don't even want, or a woman you don't even want. And literally was trying to get you caught up and ruin your wish fulfillment and sacrifice you to the devil and all this shit. And now it's going to be them. The devil's like, hey, you're going to have to pay me back, you know? The Magician, all of this magic that they were doing, they didn't even know that you're really the magician, that you have more magical power than the devil does. I don't even feel like the devil was helping this person, really. I feel like they were just instructing them on how to destroy themselves. They definitely were being led in a wrong direction. Yeah, this person is about to be 10 of Swords by the devil. The devil is going to flip on this person and completely 10 of Swords them. They're not going to recover from this. This is because you are about to come into public recognition and fame, and because there is an emperor that you either are or that you're going to meet. I do feel like this public recognition could be just something you do through work. Whatever it is, this person was spying on you illegally. They were abusing their power at whatever job that they were given that they should have never had. And, you know, this is confirmation. This is because of what you came into this world with. You came into this world with gifts. That's why this person did this. They want your spiritual abilities, and they're used to, in their country, just stealing shit from other people, just taking people's crowns, like taking people's lives. That's what they do, okay, in this other country. They came over here trying to do this shit to a light worker, and now it's a backfire. And it just goes to show that you're the one that has intuitive gifts and abilities, and that this person is jealous. They're extremely envious of these intuitive gifts. They feel like they should have them. And at one point in time, this person believed that they did, that they had some type of authority over you. But now they know that you're the real one. You're the real high priestess, and this person isn't shit. I think the reason they're coming up in the energy is to show you that it's an ending to whatever reign of terror they were bringing upon your life. Death. What did I just say? An ending. This is the 10 of Swords and death. This person may be unalived. That's sad. They literally may be unalived in some type of ritual. So since they're not able to sacrifice you, it may be them that sacrifice. It's going to be them that's sacrificed. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy that they thought that they were going to do this to you. Also, this person could have been sending shit to attack your home, to attack your job, to attack your relationships. She was trying to cause some type of unnatural, untimely death so that you would just be taken completely out. And that's so unnecessary. Again, you can't steal the destiny of another person. It's not possible. You can't even really steal their energy. All this energy harvesting. Welcome in, girl gone. Alien dreams. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Could be. This devil energy showed up today, and it's definitely about to betray this person. Like majorly. This is why I would never trust the devil. The devil is a liar. And everybody should know that. And then there are some people who are naturally aligned with the devil energy, and it doesn't harm them. And it's not bad for them because it's part of their spirit lineage. And so it's completely a different situation when you're dealing with that, rather than this person who has no affiliation with anything like this. And they go ahead and they try to make deals and bind themselves to these energies, binding yourself to the devil, binding yourself to anything. This person was literally trying to become you and erase you at the same time. To me, that's doing too much. This person did too much. The Four of Swords, funeral. Seriously, the death and then funeral. You're joking, right? Like, no, we're not joking. This is the thing. This is going to be an end of a personal battle that this person thought that they were fighting. They're not going to be able to attack you anymore. I mean, they can try to send the evil eye through the internet or however, they want to do it. But again, you are getting more protection as each day goes by against this person. This person will be the devil will possess this person to unalive themselves in some type of way or to be backstabbed. This person's going back to a very hostile environment. Yeah. And again, they are closed off, they're blocked, and they don't have any creative energy. This person has no power over you, no authority. They're blind. They wanted to blind you so that you wouldn't be able to see what they were doing behind the scenes. And that was such a horrible idea. I do feel like this person is extremely cocky and arrogant. They feel like, oh, they're just going to come right back. No, your intuitive abilities have saved your life. I'm not kidding. Your intuitive gifts and this Ace of Swords protection has saved your life. You have had to literally be protected in more than one way from this person, so they are a problem. This Chariot energy is not playing with this person. This Chariot energy is not open to whatever this person is saying about coming back here. They don't belong here. They belong in the scum country that they come from, straight up. And most likely in jail there as well. And I think that this person wants to come here because they're a criminal, the country that they come from. Yeah, we're not going to be accepting that. It's a no. See, the collective, my collective, it is an imperative. It is so important that the government feeds you, gives you money, and protects you and keeps you here. Because if anything happens to the chosen, God will annihilate this government. God can do anything. What this devil energy feels like it can do, God can actually do anything. Okay. And so this person, they wanted to make they were messing with your finances. They were trying to make, and the thing is that these officers, they know that this person was messing with your finances. Like, this is becoming knowledge that's accessible to anybody that taps into the ethers and asks who this person was. You're going to find out who they were, or at least an image of them. The Seven of Pentacles energy, they wanted to make a major turning point in your finances. And now this person is having a major turning point. They were trying to block and siphon this star trait because they didn't want you using your gifts and abilities to get recognition. And they didn't want you being seen in a likable way by anybody. This person is absolutely horrible. A poor, wretched person. And they're spiritually broke. When I say they are about to experience what it's like to be in actual poverty, what it's like to actually be casted out, this person is going to go through everything that you just had to go through. All of the homelessness, all of the having to struggle to get your needs met, everything that this person was doing by blocking your ability to make money and by messing with you, trying to take you out of the algorithm, all of that bullshit and all of the injustice that was performed that this person was doing, it's all going to happen to them now. Literally, they'll never ever come back to this country and they'll never ever get another job ever again that gives them any type of power other than to clean a fucking toilet. This person will be cleaning toilets and scrubbing shit the rest of their life because of what they did to you. Well, it's not just you. They've done this shit to other people. They had a whole list of individuals that this masculine energy was giving them names to target and harass. And this person's not even a fucking human. First of all, there's some type of demon, reptoid, whatever, hybrid type thing. I don't know what they are, but they're not, no. It's a no. You could have cut this person off, or you could like literally be like in the season of cutting people off because you're tired of this bullshit illusion that's been created about you and put into the ethers about your finances. Somebody believes that you need to be poor. That's what their illusion's going to be, of poverty. So yeah, continue to, the Queen of Swords is somebody who has like, you could have had a mental health crisis that you've recovered from, or you could be recovering from one, because this situation could have easily caused somebody through all the bullying and harassment and gang stalking. It could have easily caused somebody to take their own life or to literally like become completely insane. And so I have no pity for this individual that did all of this shit. They're about to find out the hard way that you don't fuck with chosen people. Anybody that's a shining bright light, don't touch that, especially if you're darkness. Don't touch that. This person wanted to consume your light so that you would be dark like them. They feel like they're just going to like flash this dick or pussy to whoever this King of Pentacles energy is, who's actually going to be helping you. I feel like this person could have slept with a judge or something in the past to get it so that they weren't, sent back immediately. They did something scandalous. As you see, there's going to be some type of ruling in your favor in the spiritual courts and the spiritual ethers. And from there, it's going to trickle down into the physical realm. This person is in massive regret. They're regretting everything that they did because now the justice system is getting involved. And you're receiving justice because you had to defend yourself from this freaking weirdo that should have never played around in your energy in the first place. I just wonder when people will get enough. This person could be like losing a valued friend, a possession. They're losing a position. They're losing whatever little bit of power they thought that they were going to flaunt over you. This person's very egotistical and foolish. And they mock God on a day-to-day basis. These people hate the Most High. Oh, it keeps deleting your messages. I'm sorry. I have no control over that. It's so annoying. Sad, actually. But yeah, it will censor people's messages. And I know you guys are not saying anything bad. And so I don't know why it does that. Look at this, Empress. See, you're a loving person. You're a divine feminine energy. You should be defended. You should be taken care of. You should be supported here on the World Wide Web or being world renowned. Like you should be. That's your energy. This Hierophant is going to rule something in your favor. And it's going to be an ending for this masculine and feminine. It's going to be an ending for their relationship, basically. I feel like these people are still carrying the burdens. This Hierophant group has no other choice other than to tell this person no. Because this person is carrying so many burdens. They could also have an STD that's uncurable. They need to stay away from this country with that shit. Go back to the shithole country that they came from and live there. If they want to, I feel like anybody that is an illegal person that's not supposed to be here, that's doing crimes, I'm sorry, but those are the people that need, I don't care. I don't have no feelings about the immigrants who just are not legal. I feel like they should go through the process of becoming legal, then they won't be deported. But the people that are here not doing anything to become an actual citizen, and then on top of that, they're committing multiple crimes and felonies and harassment and driving people to fucking kill themselves. Are you joking with this shit? Get this person the fuck out of here and keep them out. We don't want every country's freaking criminals coming over here and ruining the lives of regular Americans. This is like a collective situation that's been going on behind the scenes. This person's going to be crying forever that they got kicked out. And they're going to learn. This is going to be a very big lesson for them to carry their own fucking cross. Because again, you are not Jesus. It is not your job to carry this cross. Yes, we all have Christ consciousness energy we can tap into. But that doesn't mean that just because you can tap into Christ consciousness energy, that you should be carrying a cross for somebody. Wow, that is so weird. Oh my God. See? Such a ridiculous demonic ass agenda. I pray that these reptilians get destroyed completely. I pray that the other reptilians that are actually my ancestors come to this planet and destroy the reptilians that are behind this dumb shit. Like censoring messages about spiritual awakening and shit like that. That is a reptilian ass agenda. Come on, God. Can we just strike them down with one blow? The angels are like, if we could, we would. But yeah. The 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it is meant for you to have a 10 of Pentacles. That is part of your destiny. It's part of your future. That means an inheritance, a gift, a large sum of money. This could also be you getting accepted into, like, if you applied for benefits or anything like that, or loans or stuff like that. This could be you getting accepted into stuff because this person, while they were here, they were doing everything in their power to make sure that no door would ever open for you. And that's on them. Especially if this person did something to disable you so you couldn't work. Which I get that they were trying to do that. So you've got Archangel Michael protecting this 10 of Pentacles. This person's not going to come near you guys ever again. They were sending demons and stuff to your house so that you would go insane and unalive yourself. But you know what? I would definitely do a return to sender on this person. You can just return to sender all known and unknown, seen and unseen. To say spiritual journey are supposed to bring peace and people together, not hating or fighting. Exactly. But it's this high priestess intuition, spiritual gifts and abilities that causes these people to act out of character. It's also like the fact that you guys are divine beings and that these people are not, that they are upset about that. 3 of Swords. This person is about to be betrayed in the country that they're at. Means whatever marriage they were in or whatever agreement they were in that they left to come to America, that person's going to find this person. So they were running from someone. It's crazy. The Page of Cups. Yeah. So again, they were definitely sending people in with very fishy offers, very materialistic people to try to date you. And it's a no. Like literally, this could be that masculine energy that was associated with her. Okay, is there anything else that they need to know about this situation? An Ace of Wands. Yeah, so basically, Archangel Michael is protecting your energy, also protecting your family. And this is a big thing. I get that. I'm getting that some of you may need to cleanse. You may really need to cleanse and keep cleansing because this person's going to send an attack. When they get told no on Monday, they're going to send some type of crazy bullshit attack. So, I mean, obviously, Archangel Michael already knows about it. You know about it. If you start to feel your energy levels drop on Monday, I would do a return to sender prayer, specifically talk to God, say, God, I need you to protect me from this illegal immigrant person that's trying to come back into the United States, that was abusing their power and was trying to hurt and harm me and other people. Yeah, this person's, if you say that prayer on Monday, when this person sends the energy, literally, they're going to be in the 9 of Swords, grieving and deep guilt. And God is going to seriously put this person down for good. They're never going to recover from this, from what God is going to do to them. That's why this person was allowed to get away with so much shit. If you've been allowed to get away with stuff, take that as a sign and then stop doing crimes, because it just means that the longer you get away with shit, the more evidence the feds have on you. The Page of Wands, literally, this person is going to be so concerned about their child, because their child, still, because they're an illegal immigrant, their child is going to be in the 9 of Swords as well. That's unfortunate. This person has cursed their entire bloodline. This is all because of literally some shit that you do for work. This 8 of Pentacles energy. This is all because what you do for work. Whatever you're doing is causing traction, and it could be a spiritual awakening that you're having, and it could be spiritual work that you're doing. This person doesn't like that. They hate that, and they want to unalive you because of it, which means they're basically demonic. And we don't need that. They were using illegal means to spy on other people, to be monitoring spirits to hurt and harm others. Ooh, Odin. Okay, yeah. Odin wants you to know that so I've talked about how when you guys have dreams, there's like 2 different gates you go through. What I'm hearing from Odin is he wants you to know that some of the dreams that you're having are more premonitions, or some of the dreams you will be having. So Odin's going to be sending you some dreams, Girl Gone. Some of the dreams that you will be having will be these premonitions, and then they're going to be worldwide premonitions. You may dream about like an accident or something like that. Write down everything that happens in these dreams. And it's going to feel like a different type of dream, because it's going to be like a lot brighter. All the colors will be more real. You're going to be able to smell things in the dream, taste things. I'm kind of hearing that he's saying that basically you've been fighting a war in the spirit and haven't even really known it in the physical, how hard you've been having to fight, but you do have ancestral support. And so these attacks that are going to be sent to you, Odin already, with his eye, he can see basically like where these attacks are coming from, when they're going to be sent. And he's saying to use runes. Okay, so where are my runes? If you don't know what runes are, I would suggest getting a pack of them. Okay. Now, I have yet to study the full rune thing, but this is what they look like. So if you get runes that are on crystals. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's like really light gold. It's a rune though. These are rose quartz runes. Okay, so what I would do is I would probably get clear quartz. Yeah, I know you can kind of see it. It's like the light is funky. But what you want to do is start drawing these runes. Okay, there's one that's called Algiz, and it's a protection rune. You'll want to start drawing these runes with blessed oil, like over your windows and stuff like that. Yes, dreams, shows, and random pop-ups of him. Yeah, he's definitely trying to communicate with you that these runes have deeper meanings than what we can even perceive. And if you start working with that energy, it's going to be really beneficial for you. Like the cattle rune is Fehu. And it's for wealth. And then you've got Urus for strength, Thorisas, which is for protection. That's another one. That's Thor's rune. Ansu's is wisdom. The Ansu's rune is Odin's rune. And so I'm getting that when you have anything go on that's out of the ordinary, tap into the energy of Ansu's, because that wisdom is stuff that you have stored already encoded in your DNA. You do have Celtic rune tattoos. Okay, so you may just want to charge them with your own energy. You know, you can say the rune. And also I'm seeing getting stickers. You can put stickers on your car and then stickers on your window. And again, you don't have to put it on the outside of the window. You could put it like somewhere on the window on the inside and just tape the back on so that's not actually like stuck onto the window. That's something that when I was going through all of these attacks, which it's gotten a little bit better, but I still have to deal with it. But like, I'm not in the psychotic place that I was before. Yes. Okay. So Ansu's is the Odin rune. Okay. And then we have Thorisas, which is Thor's rune for protection. And then Odin's rune is for wisdom and insight, I would say. And then Fehu is for wealth and like cattle. Like cattle is like property. So I'll just say property. And Algiz is another one that is for like friendship and for protection. So I would work with those. Let me see if there's any other ones that Odin's saying. Okay, yes. Oh, I was. Okay, so this one is about trust. EIHWAC. I'm sorry. I was is safety. So obviously that one's really important. I'm glad that I looked back at that. Okay. Laguz is for healing. And it's also for spirit and water. And then this other one they're saying is Dagaz or Dagaz. Yeah, that's why I think it's said that way. And that has to do with home. And then the blank rune has to do with destiny. But yeah, those are the ones that I'm getting that are really going to... honestly, I would study all of the runes because there are some other ones that are really, really good. Perthro, he's saying, when you have these dreams, start using Perthro because it has to do with the future. And that's what I'm getting, is that some of these dreams that are going to come through are going to be future premonitions that you're going to write in a book, and then you're going to publish that book. Kind of like how, what was her name? Sylvia Brown. She basically did like a journaling where she wrote a whole book, and then she did a book that's all predictions about the future, and she predicted COVID. And then she predicted that the world would end in 2025, and it hasn't ended, but you know what I mean? She predicted COVID, which is pretty wild. So yeah, Odin's also saying that you know, using Thor's hammer, calling on the energy of Thor, because you have some giant like energies. These people feel like they're giants. And not that they're actually giants, but metaphorically, they feel like they're giants. I love Sylvia Brown too. She was so cool. Yeah, her daughter or son or somebody tried to take up the business, and it's just not the same. But yeah, I feel like working with the runes is going to help you develop your intuition a lot. And then I'm also hearing that you're going to learn how to interpret the messages that are about the future. But it's important that you write it down, because this is going to be another book that you create. And I'm hearing that, like, so I always give my example of when I had a vision. Oh my gosh. And you read two of the Sylvia Brown books and you still have one. Yeah, they're awesome. So I had a premonition and I saw a pair of hands passing a baby to another pair of hands. So of course I thought I was going to get pregnant, have a baby. No, I ended up finding out a week or 2 weeks later that my goddaughter had passed away. And so it was like someone passing over. So yeah, yeah. So yes, the Fate sisters and then Odin. Yeah, has been a beautiful experience. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, they love you so much. And you're literally a part of this whole process of the earth renewing itself. And so you're going to get premonitions about the changes that are going to come to this planet. And just like how when I saw that one vision, I misinterpreted it wrong. Write down everything that you see in the dream state, and because you may end up finding out that one message is something else. Like it could be like maybe you have a dream that you're running from a fox or something like that. Okay, that would be like somebody that's very cunning coming after you. And so write down what you were doing in the dream, how it made you feel while you were in the welcome in Phoenix Empress. Happy Sunday, everybody. Write down how you were feeling and then what you think the interpretation of that dream is. Because these dreams that are coming through extremely vibrant and extremely colorful they're gonna feel more real than anything. And that's the clue right there, that it's not just a regular dream, that it's actually a dream that's prophetic and it's prolific. And so basically, I feel like you may have dreams that are going to be meant for you. Do I give 1-1 readings? I don't know what that is. But you're going to get messages that are meant for you about the future. You're going to get messages that are meant for the collective about the future. And then you're going to get messages for specific people in your personal life that's about the future. And so what I would do is get a dream box, like any little box, and you write down your question. So like if you have a question about the future, yes, some things you see in a fantasy or otherworldly, for sure. That's exactly it. So write down, you can write down, well, you can get a little dream box, have it by your bed, write down your question on a piece of paper, put it in the dream box. And then when you go into the dream state, you'll be led to the answer. And so, and then I would also be working with affirmations, like I remember my dreams, stuff like that. Like I remember my dreams when my dreams come up. And when I enter into the dream state, I know which dreams are meant for me and which dreams are about the collective, because you're going through such an expansion with, you're going through an expansion with your gifts and abilities right now. They're expanding, you're getting new ones, and then you're going to basically find a way to tap into those new gifts. And it's going to be through the dream state at first, but eventually it'll lead you to having actual visions and premonitions and, deja vu moments where you go, oh my gosh, like I've been here before. I've said this before. I've done this before, like that type of thing. Okay, yeah, we can do a couple of the angel number cards before we close out. That is fine. But yeah, Odin wants you to know that you're safe and protected, What call upon the Valkyries, call upon Odin, especially when you need insight and you feel confused. Odin is always going to be a very like level-headed, grounded mentally person. Like he's always been that energy of being grounded and very wise. And so if you feel any confusion, oh, you're very welcome. If you feel any confusion in the dream state, write down that confusion when you're journaling it and then ask Odin. I would work with the Ansu's rune to, yeah, he's so wise. I would work with the Ansu's rune to connect with his energies and meditate. And then, ask him in your dream box. You could say, Odin, can you please clarify for me what it meant when the fox was chasing me, or whatever it is that you're wanting more clarity on? Because he sees the bigger picture, and he's trying to teach you how to see the bigger picture as well. Yes. Yeah, his voice is very calming. He's very reassuring as well. Even in times where you would feel kind of uneasy or afraid, he's extremely reassuring. And so very, very protective. And he wants you to know that he's already sent his ravens. And again, I had a dream that his ravens were like in spaceships, and he was in a spaceship also. But so space Odin. But like literally you have birds in the spirit that are watching you, that are making sure that, like, if anything were to happen, these birds would immediately oh, do I give personal tarot readings in a one-on-one setting? I'm only doing readings on here for $20 super chats. I'll answer one question. It has to be about yourself for a $20 super chat on here. But I'm not doing any personal readings outside of that at this time. It's kind of the way I've made myself available. But yeah. All right, let's get some angel numbers, because this is another way that you receive messages from them. You're very welcome. Yeah, this is another way that you receive. So when you're seeing these numbers, you're in alignment. Basically, it's like if you were to go months and months without seeing an angel number, I would definitely think that something was wrong, right? So these angel numbers are going to be very significant. I do feel like Odin is somebody who does not use a lot of words, but the words that he uses are very important and they're very powerful. And so if he sees something that's coming your way that you're not aware of, he's definitely going to let you know. He may send you a bird. He's going to send you something in nature, to give you a sign that something's coming. And again, like I was saying, when you guys experience this, because like I said, this person on Monday is going to send another attack. You're already protected from it, though. So what Odin just said, but you're basically learning how to tap into the rune energy and use that to put up another. It's kind of like prayer, you working with the runes, each of them has a different energy, but they put out a level of like a boundary and a protection that will basically stop people right in their tracks. And so, it's not like we're trying to bring the hammer down on anybody, but like at some point, like your partner's mother, at some point, these people have to get it through their heads that you are not the one to be messed with. Yes, he only says a few words, but yeah, you get it. And you feel a deep understanding when he talks. Absolutely. And he's also wanting you to see the spiritual meaning behind everything, because we're all still looking at things mostly as a physical item or a physical thing. Like our vehicles has to do with our vehicles. So he wants you to connect the link that everything is spiritual. When you bring spirituality into every single thing that you do, then nothing that you do is not spiritual, right? Because you're bringing spirituality into it, which just means like you're being aware. Look at this 222 alignment. You're being aware, you're in alignment. It says connection, friendships, romance, relationships, family ties. Yo, family ties. I guess your partner's mother is not really a family tie, but she is a family of your family, I guess. You've made your partner your family, so she is a family tie. This number, okay, the number 2 is about taking steps. It's also about building, and it's also about waking up. Because the number 1 is like having the first spiritual awakening. The number 2 is like progressing that awakening. Yeah, once you wake up, nothing is the same anymore. Food tastes different, like it's all different. This is talking about life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. It says, how do you move towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piggied by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. So yeah, Odin's also revealing that to you as well. And so are the fates. They've been showing you little parts of it. 1111, wish come true. Oh my gosh, you guys, this makes me so happy. I love 1111. And if you're seeing 11, the world feels and looks different. And now you're seeing energies. Yeah, you may want to write down in another journal. I would have like an aura journal, a prophecy journal. And then when you see other people's auras, and because you're going to be picking up on that, write down what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're sensing. And then when you're empathically picking stuff up, write down what you think the other person's energies are and then what you think your energies are. By doing that, it's going to be taking, because it's like we are always consuming data in one way or another. It's going to be actually sorting it so that you can make some sense of it. So let's say if you see somebody that has a big hole in their aura, and then you get a vibe that there's something missing, maybe they've got a parasite or something like that going on in their energy, and then you see another person with an aura that's got the same thing, you can basically look at your notes and go, okay, well, both times when I saw this, 1111, your partner just said that earlier when you turned 1111. Exactly. Yeah, you'll be able to compare the notes from what you picked up this time to what you picked up that time, and you'll be able to figure out little clues and answers to spirituality, you know. This is talking about wishes coming true, moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. It says you're in for a lucky break. It may come as some happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. And if you're guided to go to a certain place, the synchronicity, like seriously, if you're guided to go somewhere and you're like, why am I being told to go here? Just go. Because it may be a person, place, or thing that's part of your fate that you're supposed to go to and be a part of. It says, you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Literally. And Odin's saying that it's not easy being somebody who is an intuitive, like messenger, a gift giver, a wise one. Specifically, I'm hearing wise one for you. It's not easy, but you do have guidance and help that will make it easier. So like if you feel like, it's just hard to either tap in or to get clarity, it's just because you're still like getting your legs stable in your abilities. You've gone through a massive awakening, and I can see that here with 222 and 1111. You've gone through a massive awakening that's brought about a change and a greater alignment. And now you're just kind of getting used to that alignment. 777, good luck, contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You will come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need your enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. So you've got good luck as well as your wishes coming true. I love that. And yeah, it is a time of uncertainty because all of this stuff feels kind of new. Even though it feels like you've done it before, it still feels new. Yeah, it's not easy, and I think he's helping you because he has experience in the same exact thing. Wow, you saw 11 on your phone clock today. That's such a good vibration, you guys. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. 0550, the eye candy, intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow, potential, and romance. It says, get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. So yeah, when you see that, you're going to know that this eye candy is going to inspire your intuition to just kind of go off like a lot. You may look at a painting and get the deeper meaning behind it. I love art for that reason. 1221, taking the initiative. Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, and high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. It's talked about good news at least twice in these cards. So yeah. Also, Odin is telling me that you have to really believe that you are loved. Know it in your heart and believe it. Don't let any part of yourself doubt that you're not supported, because you really are. Like, just because you can't see all of the support doesn't mean that it's not there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, even if you feel like because Odin is somebody who doesn't say a lot of words. Even you could feel like, gosh, it would be just easier if they could just tell me the answer. But the whole thing of, if they just told you the answer, then you wouldn't go through the learning experience of how to understand and get to the answer. And that's the part that you need to learn to grow. Because we could all just memorize the answers, but it's how you get to that answer that's like the journey, right? 999. 999, release. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around. So again, I get with this 999 that it's this positive energy coming back to you. It says your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or a conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful, especially when you're like viewing it. Yes, you have those moments that well, it's not that you won't learn the lesson. It's just that part of it you haven't come to the conclusion of it yet. So that's what it is. But this is a good sign. Seeing 999, that's an ending, that's a releasing of whatever this confusion was. It says you'll be viewing your life as a conclusion. Viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters will be helpful. You can kind of dissect, okay, early life, because everybody has healing to do. None of us are perfect people. Like, I don't think I'm perfect. Like, we all have stuff to work on. Going back from when we were in the womb and first first conceived in the womb, like as that young state, and then into the future. So it's like mother, maiden, and crone. Like, that's three different chapters of your life that you could look at, even though you're not in the crone energy or anything like that yet. But also going back, like when you feel these triggers or issues come up, asking yourself, when was the first time that I experienced this trigger? And then if you get taken all the way back to being in the womb, especially with being adopted and everything, going back into being the womb, you don't know the situation that was going on, what your mother was saying, any turmoil she was going through. And you guys are such empathic people that you definitely absorbed things in the womb. So there's definitely healing to be done. So yeah, looking at it as different chapters in your life, will give you the ability to heal from that. Yeah, the fates have been showing you your kids, that teen, and past life too. Exactly. Because it's all related. Like, they'll never show you something that doesn't matter, even if it's just like you seeing a vision of yourself as a male fishing. Like there is definitely a reason. And then each thing that you are shown has another symbolic meaning. So it's like it has the meaning of whatever you pick up, but then there's also a deeper meaning. And that's what I was kind of getting with seeing the world through new eyes, like seeing everything as being spiritual, because it is. And like, if you were to have a car issue, for example, then you would go, okay, something's going on with my physical vessel. And so you would fix your car and then clear the energy within yourself, or heal that energy that is related to your car, because everything's like an allegory. Okay, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it made sense and all that good stuff. I'm going to let you guys go. Have a beautiful Sunday. Okay. Please like this video, hit the notification bell. Make sure you guys are subscribed, all that good stuff. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day, you guys. And God bless.